What is your favourite memory of our year group?
Oh God. The battle between set 1 and set 6. Who wanted Golden Holden more? It was a tough call. Sorry, set 1, you lost out.
Ratman probably has to be mentioned. And GCSE, my GCSE class, year 10, year 11, you guys are amazing.
One of the many lovely emails received from Ed or Jack inquiring as to how I was, my weekend, my life in general.
The trip to India 2018.
It would have to be going out onto the playing fields to pretend that we were doing King Lear's Storm and everyone shouting at Ivan, "Louder, Ivan, louder!" trying to get him to do it with some enthusiasm.
Sorry, Sevens. Well, I remember Joe Harrop got absolutely crunched by that massive, enormous guy. And then we went to McDonald's and then we did through the drive-in and we got all the way in and then we had to reverse all the way out.
There are a few, I have to say. Probably Rupert Taft's running down the touchline against Dulwich on the small pitch at Emanuel. 7-all, he rides a few challenges, makes the slowest sprint ever to the touchline. We all go nuts. And then I overhear the Dulwich coach moaning about how they played all the rugby and we were just a bunch of brutes. Made my day.
Year 9 English with Ollie Ross Russell, Ben Hasselgrave and, oh God, who was it? James Hocking. We did The Road, which is a really depressing dystopian novel, and somehow they made it quite funny and hilarious in a very, very inappropriate way.
Team building day at the beginning, seeing you all on the high ropes, being brave and looking forward to being in the sixth form.
The old one is Fred getting thumped on a rugby field, but of course this year there was a nice trip to Wembley to go and see Catfish and the Bottlemen, and the look of utter horror on the face of the school captain and Ivan when I walked in.
I'm looking to make that memory today actually by waving you all goodbye.
Finally receiving Leo Cassidy's late UCAS form.
The look of horror on everyone's faces when they realise that UCAS is actually going to happen.
I kind of liked when everybody turned up in black for a form photo and Nikki got out a whole bag full of sunglasses to complete the Men in Black look.
Actually the first time I met them, and they asked me, "Are you Mr. Healy's brother?" And I said yes.
One of two things, probably coaching you guys rugby in year 10, under 15s, amazing. Particularly one game, I think the last game of the season against Windsor Boys, where we managed to squeeze out a win when there wasn't a massive punch up and I had to run on the field and try and stop the punch up. That was quite amusing. My lovely GCSE English group, yes, special times, just a lovely bunch of people and I really enjoyed that. Even with O-Ross.
There was this game that we used to play in year 7 and year 8 music called Concentration, which I've just discovered has now been turned into, or is very similar to, a drinking game that you guys play. So that's worth noting.
The win against the Lanes as year 11, that was a big win when we defended 120, and then obviously Sri Lanka.
Undefeated at the Twickenham Stoop, played 2-1-2.
It's going to be on a Thursday when it's tea and cakes.
Wednesday.
It's on a Wednesday. Can we scrub that?
The boys, the few of the boys, which I'm not going to mention the name, but I wish them all the best. I still love you guys.
Who will you miss most when we leave?
It's impossible to single out any individual for that. Special shout out to my forum, all my politics pupils as well, my rugby team.
Probably Ivan in my English, because despite the relative noise and chaos of my English class, he was always level-headed, quiet, and just got on with it.
My upper 6 Germanists who have stuck with me since year 9, most of them, and are top scholars.
Instinctively, I'd just say Ollie Ross Russell.
My English group, they're absolute stars, all of them. It's been a great privilege to have them just for a year, and I wish we'd had longer.
Scarlett Richards, because she's like a human radiator, and she also sings this ridiculous song based on Katy Perry about Miss Moore. We're going to see her raw.
Rollo.
I think I will miss Nancy's hysterical laughter hearing about Paul Massey.
Michael O'Connor, that blinking shirt, get it tucked in.
Daughter, how can you describe her? Number 2 and son number 1.
I think it has to be Fremmer. I think, yeah, that was beautiful while it was there, and then these things have to go.
Probably will miss the calm demeanour and wisdom of Jack Corbin quite a lot, and maybe also Tom's quite boisterous ways.
It's got to be Pietro. Fantastic conversations that he has with his peers. I understand almost none of it.
Unfair question. Unfair question. That's not good. I love the whole form.
Jacob Johnson.
I will miss everyone in my form. I cannot be drawn on that, I'm afraid.
I'm going to miss the Corn twins immensely. If I had to choose between them, probably say Tom. Sorry, Chloe.
Who I miss the most? Probably Molly, because she laughs very politely at all my rubbish jokes. Maybe Rebecca Searle, because once she's left, my supply of exemplar essays will dry up.
James Vaughan is always good for the comic relief.
Who do you see yourself most in?
Pietro.
I said Tom Corn when you asked exactly the same questions in year 11. A little bit in you, of course, as well, I think. I was also young, affable, charming once. Corn, because he talks to me like I'm some sort of equal as well, which is weird.
Oh wait, hang on, don't start. Who do I see myself most in? That's a ridiculous question. You should feel lucky saying this, James Clark, I reckon. Especially because we did the drama thing in the assembly that day. I thought both their accents were excellent.
I think strangely, the answer would probably be Megan, actually. Fundamentally, really nice person, just at that age, wanting not to follow all the rules.
Well, definitely not Louis, because I'm always on time, so I don't know, one of the more organised people, possibly maybe Jeremy or Jules, one of those two.
Goodness me. Linus.
I'm a mix of a lot of people. I can be a bit silly, I can be very serious, I'm Emma, I'm Georgie, I can be sometimes forgetful, I can be Tom, a lot of people.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be James Clark. I think we're almost like twins, sort of, separated just by a passage of 70 years.
A mixture of Jack and Sacha Batchelor, probably a bit less stroppy than Sacha.
I'd like to say someone like Bessie or Chloe, but I probably think Daisy.
Somebody musical and sensible like Gerite, but in reality, it's probably someone like Inez Powry.
Probably someone like Ivan, laid back, multi-talented, and slightly misunderstood.
Well, whichever one of you reckons you're best looking, then obviously see myself on them.
Modest, high achieving, great work ethic, similar to me, George Wilson.
Ginny, in that she is the only student who's doing classics, and I'm a classicist.
Or Ed King.
Nancy.
Chloe Corn. But definitely I was never as sporty as Chloe when I was at school.
Do you have any advice for our futures?
Advice for the future. Yes, I do, Sinan. It's for you and for your Peng year group. Firstly, in your dealings with people, always strive to be peak. Also, you must strive at all times in your future life to make sure you're never butters.
Be kind. It's a very underrated value.
Keep your shirts tucked in. Don't wear too much jewellery, and try to listen to people when they ask you to do things. Otherwise, just be kind to people. I think you are generally a lovely, lovely year group, and have confidence in yourself, and have a good time.
Don't worry so much. There's a lot to be worried about at the moment. It seems like shiz is hitting the fan on a regular basis, but just take some perspective. Live in the now a bit. Enjoy yourself. Take work seriously, but don't forget to kind of enjoy yourself.
I just wish you all good luck and do your best.
Try to avoid taking any pictures of yourself at university, because when you look back, you will be horrified by your outfits.
Do not drop litter, and read the news and vote. And be kind. Kindness is really underrated, so be kind.
If you are going to shoplift in Sainsbury's, don't scan everything at the scanner first.
Sort of carpe diem sort of message, as in just go for it.
All the best for the future. Please, be yourself and respect one another and the rest of the world. It's very, very important. All the best.
Be kind to one another. I believe in karma, so if you're not very nice to someone, it'll come back and hit you. I really believe in that. So just, try and have a positive outlook and be kind to people.
Do it all and don't regret it.
Keep in touch. Make sure you keep coming back, and you guys are just about to have the most amazing few years of your life, so enjoy it.
Enjoy the next few years and then enjoy all the years after that.
You might think you're old now that you're leaving school and you haven't got much time, but you have a huge amount of time, so enjoy being young.
Enjoy uni, work really hard, but really think about what you want to do as a job. Like keeping your eye on the future as well as enjoying the present, if that makes sense.
Just be happy, make the most of everything, all the opportunities, and stay in touch with Emanuel and stay in touch with me. It's been great to be your form tutor for 2 years, and I miss you all very much.
Be yourselves, follow your dreams, and don't let people tell you that you can't do whatever you want, because look at me, I'm a music teacher at Emanuel.
Be kind, build good relationships with people, support Liverpool if you don't already.
Enjoy university and just be a good bloke.
If you're not getting bigger, you're getting smaller.
Especially if you're in university, never leave your drinks unattended.